like in the back of my head. Most of it's went away. It's just like still back there. Yeah, one of my exes bought that stove. She was working on her credit. Still got the old stove right here. And it's better. Because the one that she bought is flat and it's electric. Completely flat. So if you put a flat pot on there, and if the tops ain't right and it starts throwing water down, and it's just like it's gonna build up carbon over years. So I was like grinding that pan the other day, and I would have grinded all of it if like if the nut on the grinder like would have been the right nut, but it was the wrong nut, and it started stripping it out. So I stopped, and then I finished it grinding the bottom of that pan with a sharpening stone, like a grinding stone, like a sharpening stone, bigger than my hand. It's like a square rock. Yeah, but this one's actually better, this stove right here, because the coils come up like this, and then it has a pit. Oh man, for real. This old stove's better than that newer stove. The flat electric stoves, I don't like them anymore. Then it doesn't work right, like turning it down, like turning the knob down, like it stays hot, like medium heat or something, like it doesn't even work on one of the dials. It's been a good stove though. It's been a good oven, a good stove. It's just a couple of those don't work right, and then yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Rattlesnake. Whoa. Yeah, I played a few games of War Robots Frontiers. Get an error before the game's over with. But I'm getting pretty damn good. It just takes a while to get the good equipment going. I don't know about this hairstyle. It's like a flat top. It's hard to get my hairs to stand up because they're curled this way. They just don't stay straight, like I have curly hair. Just enjoying the cool weather, y'all. Just enjoying the cool weather. I opened a few windows for a little while. Let some fresh air get in here. Headache started dissipating. And I closed the windows. And I ate. It was really good. Some, what do they call it? Carne con chile. Oh, it's so good. Like, you make some salsa. Like, first you start cooking your meat, right? And you let it boil for a little bit. Then you, like, dump the water out. And then, like, after you get done, like, separately cooking your tomato and jalapeno, like, boiling that, You drain that out, and then you put it in the blender. Then you blend it up to make salsa. Then you put that salsa like in the pan with the meat, and let that simmer for a little while. It's so good. But really, why the water's like falling over the pan is because the top is too big for the pan. Like, it's just slightly too big, so all that water coalesces and drops. Oh, and then like if you don't open a window or turn on the stove top, like it's just going through the wall or something. And then it has me thinking about mold, because I don't want the mold to build up. It's like spray bleach. It's like turn the stove top on and spray bleach up in there and hope that the bleach will Man, I seen this hobby enthusiast who was live streaming, and he must have already built up a big following, and he never really went live streaming or something that much, like if any. And I was like swiping through the live streams, and I subscribed. He had these little ones like this. They were like replicas of the real thing. Mine's all big. Like, I got a big one. Headache, go away. It's gonna take a while. Sometimes I have a headache for the whole day. That's how bad it is. But it's only been like this year that it started happening, so really that pot like was collecting carbon on the bottom of it for years and years and years. So it's not like that bad. It just took like a long time, like over a decade. So like over 10 years, 11, 12, before it really started just and then yeah, the stove top and the window. But I swear, like, it gets like in between the walls. It's in between the walls, and it just, oh, Lord Jesus, help me. Lord Muhammad, Osama bin Laden, Jesus, Muhammad, Krishna. Buddha, Atlas, Thoth, fucking Enkidu and Eridu. Quetzalcoatl. It's fine. It's fine now. If you don't think about how bad the headache is, it won't get so bad. Just relax. Just relax. I need to clean that pot. Seriously. Do y'all know what it's like to just like, do y'all know what it's like? It's like we buy one thing and it ends up being worse than the last thing. Kind of like the newer cars and trucks, how they're not going to last as long and they're going to give people headaches because they're going to break down faster. Yeah, like that. Just like that. They say that the new Toyota motors are blowing up. They didn't used to blow up like that. Throwing a rod, what is it, from the turbos? I don't even want one. I'm scared to get a new vehicle. I'd rather get an older one. Yeah, but I've had a headache for like 3 hours now. It's starting to go away. If y'all have flat stoves, get a grinder or a grindstone and work on it. Work on it before it gets too bad. And then when you cook, try to open a window or turn on the stovetop or something. Yeah, I didn't used to wake up with a headache like that. It's the pan. It's the carbon buildup on the bottom of the pan. Like, change the oil in your truck or your car. Don't wait past 5,000 miles. I don't even wait past 3. That carbon buildup, it'll just build up and it'll gunk up the motor. I've already had like 2 cups of coffee. I don't need any more coffee. I'm good on the coffee. If anything, I need some of this chamomile. Chamomile. Manzanilla. Manzanilla. And I'm not one to take pills for a headache, like Tylenol or Advil or whatever. Like, that stuff's not good for your kidneys. Seen this woman live streaming and she gave her kid some Tylenol because he bumped his head. Like, when I was little, I didn't... No, they only gave me medicine when I was sick. And then even when they did give me medicine when I was sick, what really brightened me up was when I had a pear. Like, I had a fresh fruit. That really brightened me up. But last time I got sick, the NyQuil really helped. Because I was having a coughing fit and it started hurting. Like, I think I had pneumonia. But when I was little, it wasn't that bad. It's like the older we get, the worse it gets when we get sick. Like the flu. Well, my lungs are probably 60%. They're blackened from the smoke and the smoke. From the toxic legal hemp. The legal hemp is toxic. It irritates me. I'm aggravated. I'm disappointed in the system. Why? Why? Because the politicians think getting high is bad. They think getting high is not good. They think it's like, makes us uncontrollable or something. No. People that love cannabis, that are good people, they sit quietly. They enjoy their time at home. They don't want to drink and drive. Please don't drink and drive. Don't. I'm just lucky enough that my father taught me how to drive when I was 6 years old. Even before, like, some of my first memories was sitting in my dad's lap behind the wheel. Yeah. Then he taught me how to ride a bike when I was 5, 4 and a half, whatever. I learned how to drive a standard when I was 6, 7. I had my own four-wheeler, my own motorcycle, dirt bike. And it was awesome. It was awesome. It's just things got rough. Things got rough and we had to fish for food because we was hungry. I remember cracking open Vienna sausages, like out the can. Like one time I got into the bag of sugar. Like I'm talking about when I was like 7, 8 years old. I was like eating out of the sugar. Like there was no food. Maybe there was food. I don't know. But that's when I shot my first deer. I was like 7 years old. Like I got so good with the rifle I could shoot a dime like 20 feet away, like 30 feet away. That's when I had good eyes. By the time I was 11 years old, my eyesight went away because I was sat inside playing video games. But what I'm saying is, country folks will survive. Country folks will survive. That was after my parents divorced and we was like separated. I was living with my father and we was living on the farm. Like it was nice. Well, it wasn't our farm. Like it was the boss man's farm. Pigs, cows, horses, mostly cows and pigs. Few horses. And yeah, like my favorite movie was Bambi, and whenever we was skinning the deer, and like I didn't like because I tried to get the buck, but the buck took off, and all I had left was one more, and I didn't know, but it was a mama deer, which kind of like fucked me up in the head. It was mama deer. I was sad. That made me so sad. But I must have got the buck. I don't know, like, you know when they run really far and then you can't catch up to them or whatever. Like, I was already, like really far away from it. Like, it had to have been, like, 500 yards or something. At least 500 feet. It must have been, like, I don't even know. It was like a football field. It's 300 yards, which is 900 feet. And, yeah. Like, I feel sorry for folks sometimes. They didn't grow up like that. Like a bunch of y'all city folks. Y'all don't really, get to enjoy something like that unless y'all go for like a trip or something. Yeah, but I don't feel like playing this game with a headache. Living in town, it's like all I ever did was ride my bicycle. Seriously. I'll just ride my bicycle. But living in the country, even if it's on somebody's property and they're helping you out, it was so awesome to just ride my four-wheeler. Like, it started with a three-wheeler, then it turned into a four-wheeler, then it was a dirt bike. It was amazing. It's not the same on everybody's property. You get to another property and then they act like they don't want any trespassing over there. And so that kind of ruins it. Even if I had a 4-wheeler, I feel like I couldn't ride over there because they don't want folks trespassing over there. But growing up on the farm, and it was just one man's property, or brothers or whatever, like, and then, like, there was no problem with any of that other kind of stuff, like with a lease or whatever is going on, because they don't want, like, I ain't gonna say too much, but anyways, what I'm saying is riding around and not really worrying about somebody saying that you're trespassing, it was so fun. It was awesome, and I really appreciated that. You know, like, I feel bad sometimes that my parents split up when I was 5 years old, but if they wouldn't have split up, I wouldn't have enjoyed that life. It's like something that I never explained to, like, any of my girlfriends. You know, like, you realize that some of the folks that you had relationships with, like, you didn't explain some of these things, and it's like, it's weird. People influence you to just not talk, or just talk about other stuff. It's not until I have the freedom to just open my mouth and just ramble that stuff like that comes up. Because, you know, because a lot of times folks don't want you to talk so much. I mean, I ain't trying to get you to do nothing for me, you know? But if somebody's always asking for something or whatever, you know, they might not like hearing you speak. I'm just rambling at this point. It's hard to have positive vibes when you have a headache. How do you expect me to have a positive vibe when I have a headache? It's right here. Them young folks don't understand our frustrations. Y'all ain't gonna start getting frustrated till y'all get in y'all's mid-30s. So if you ain't in your mid-30s or older, don't talk to me about frustrations. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these younger folks don't understand. It's not until right before you turn 30. And you got all these teenagers on here, and they're always spreading their opinion like it matters, and it don't. But you don't know that they're teenagers. It doesn't have a name, like a number. I know that some folks probably lie, but I mean, it could at least have your age or something. Like I don't want to waste my time talking to all these teenagers. Y'all act like it's my fault or it's y'all's fault or something. No, it's YouTube's fault. YouTube is allowing all these teenagers on the platform to communicate with live streamers. And then it becomes a bunch of retardation in the chat. It's like I have to put it on 18 plus like every time, and there's no monetization or no whatever with the algorithm. Well, I guess. But you see it on everybody's live stream that's really popular. There's a bunch of stupid comments like what is Uncle doing? Or what is Grandpa doing? Y'all ever see that stuff? Y'all ever feel like that? Try being a YouTuber. Try going live stream. Try watching folks' live streams. Because they decided to keep this like some type of family-friendly platform. This is that live streaming shit. They didn't have to. They didn't always have live streaming on YouTube. I remember the old YouTube. I heard they didn't add live streaming until 2017 or something. Y'all ain't heard about that? This is like, people only find it enjoyable if they're like teaching folks something. I don't know. It's not until you find your tribe. It's not until you find your tribe. It's not until you find your tribe. I've had enough of this shirt. How am I supposed to find my tribe? I'm supposed to be like, oh my god. Then you do something like this and like teenagers hop in the live stream and there's like, what is he doing? I'm scared. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. You know, if it's an immature comment, it's probably a teenager, it's somebody with a you know, like grown folks, and they'd be like really, like they have the mind of a 12-year-old or something. Those people are really toxic. I don't like that about YouTube. I already had to deal with that with online gaming. I'm not gonna take any Tylenol or nothing. Just deal with the headache, eventually it goes away. Damn, I'm white. Oh, the news. Maybe I should just smoke the rest of this hemp resin. It's gonna be out soon. I don't like that it causes a tummy ache. Ended up getting a tummy ache last night before going to sleep. And I know it's from the legal hemp. Why? The first time in my lifetime and a lot of people's lifetime, we got legal weed at the store and it causes stomach pain. How bass-ackwards is that? It's almost infuriating. They're pushing us towards medical. They want us to do the medical. Every time I get to feeling bad, I tell it how it is. Tell it how it is. Y'all need to learn how to tell it how it is. Should I turn that thing off? Oh boy. I had a dream. I think I had a dream the other night that I was like past 120 years old, because I was thinking, like, before I went to sleep that night, folks don't even live as long as like 120 years. People do not live that long. They, you know, a lot of us, we can't make it past 100. Yo, what up, Aria? So you are what you eat. If you want to make it past 100, you really got to eat healthy food. It can't be all this like ultra processed, vegetable oil ridden, sugar filled food. Yeah, I got a headache because the bottom of the pan is black and it needs to be grinded off. And it didn't used to be like that, but it's because the stove is flat. This stove's a lot better because it has coils. Like, it's rounded up and then it comes, like, it has a pit that you can clean out later. But that stove is flat, it's electric, and then on the pan, the pot, it's black and it's flat. And so I grinded it the other day with a grinder, and then the grinder didn't work right because it didn't have the right nut. And then so I started using this grinding stone that was used for like sharpening, and the grinding stone worked. but I didn't get it all off. Then the top on the pot that's like glass, it's a little bit too big, so the water coalesces and it just like falls to the bottom. So then it activates that black stuff under the pan, that carbon. And then like if you don't open a window or turn on the stovetop, like it gets in the walls. And I ain't trying. It's got me thinking about black mold now. Like they say the black mold will get into the walls and on the drywall, and it's worse. So like, yeah. So I was thinking, I was like, what if I turn on the stovetop and then sprayed some bleach up in there? Oh. The homie can't breathe. I mean, the homie can't smell. His smell went away because he was drunk and he tried to use super glue to fix his airbed, which was my old airbed. And he asked me to fix the airbed for him, but I didn't want to fix it because he was drunk. I'm like, no. But that was when I was 19, and like, yeah, like he must have slept in his room with that rubber cement getting in his nose or something, the super glue. And I don't even know if he fixed the airbed. He can't smell anymore. So what I do is I open the window. No, they say that American houses get mold way faster than any other houses because they use this drywall sheetrock, and it's like chalk, and they say that it collects toxins faster and it'll grow mold faster. So wood walls would be way better. Yes, I prefer wood walls because concrete is dangerous, or like steel. Steel would be cool. Yes, tin and steel is good. But like this whole insulation thing with the drywall, they say it's not good, and I think somebody started making a different kind of wall, a drywall alternative. Because you don't know if you have mold toxicity until you feel bad all the time. So it's something that's like a sickness that'll creep on folks. They don't really know what's wrong. Like you could have brain fog. Or just look it up. Look up the side effects of mold. Yours is stone. That's good. You got stone. Yeah, that's good. Because I heard that the mold can get really bad in trailer houses. And American made, the sheetrock they use, the drywall. And it could have something to do with the wallpaper too, or something. Yo, thanks. I just shaved. I just shaved. I did my haircut. I'm trying to keep my sideburns, and I'm trying to get this hair to grow back better because I got a lot of peach fuzz. So maybe one day I'll be able to grow a beard, but it's like patchy right there. And then I don't have any neck beard, but it's starting to grow down a little bit. Yeah. It's the shirt, man. It's the shirt. And the necklace. Yes, I need a woman. I need a woman with a nice bosom. Nah, my beard didn't grow right. I tried growing it out. It didn't look right. It was like it was floppy. So then I grew out like this part, and it actually looked pretty good, but it was like weird just seeing this like naked because I was just like shaving this part. But it does connect, so. Some folks can't grow a beard. They don't have much facial hair. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know, some folks just don't have none. One of my friends was like, I can't grow a beard because it grows like Osama bin Laden. It's all patchy. Working on a ramp. What, for the truck? Oh yeah. See, I keep forgetting about it. I gotta write it down. Double jump for monster truck. Damn. You remembered about it. That's cool. Do a race with friends. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. And when you do want to race with your friends, you gotta have a different crystal. So there's like a crystal that probably goes in here, and then the receiver, that's the receiver, and then the controller. Like, it can't be the same frequency. Like, it has to be different crystals. So you have to have a different frequency than your friend, because if y'all have the same frequency, like, it'll be controlling the same truck, and then it won't work right. Yeah, my headache's going away. It's been already like 3.5 hours. 4. It's just a design flaw, but it really got me thinking about the stove top. Because if the smell's going through the wall, is there mold up there? I think there's a mold tester that we could buy to test for mold. I just be thinking about everything, you know? Yeah, I should upload a video when I get it running. Like, I just gotta put the transmission back together and put it on it. It was a piece of plastic in the transmission, and when I finally got bored and I took it apart just to see, sure enough, it was just a piece of plastic stuck in between the gears. All I had to do was take it apart when it wasn't running right, because it was stuck. It wouldn't go forward or backward. And I was putting it in reverse, and it would go in reverse, but it wouldn't go forward or backward. I felt like I was going to break it if I just throttled it too hard. And I just let it sit there for a long time. I didn't play with it anymore. The last time that, like, when that happened, like, I was running it with, like, for my girlfriend's family, and they just lit up. And then, like, the young one, he was, like, 14 or 13 or 12 or something. He wanted to run it, like, control it, and I didn't let him. And that was a long time ago. And then, like, I had this other truck, Traxxas Stampede, and one day I went over to my friend's and, like, I showed it to him, and then he wanted to let his little kid, like, hold the controller, so I just let him. And his little kid was like 3 years old or something, 4 years old, and they had a small yard, and they was running it around. They hit a mailbox, and they was running through the ditch, and they went back on the road, and cars was coming, and, like, a Ford Taurus, it was a white Ford Taurus, just ran it over. And I was like, damn, I should have recorded that. And my friend got all nervous, like, he started shaking, like, he thought I was gonna get pissed, but I didn't. It was just 180 for the Stampede. This one was 500 and something, so that's but, like, one of the neighbors saw it, and she came over, like, when we was picking up the parts, and she was like, how much was that thing? Where you get that from? It was 180. Towerhobbies.com. Yep. Broke it in half. Kaplunk, kaplunk. No, I've never given a giveaway. I don't know how to do these things. But you gotta go to the post office or something. What if you want to go to the post office further away from your town, so you don't... I don't know where that dog's at. That boy be barking all night and sleeping all day. He got 17,000 views, subs. Yeah. Yeah. Then the folks that don't get anything, they'll be like, when's the next time you're doing a giveaway? I didn't get anything. Yeah, that's a good way to get views and subs. But the majority of folks ain't gonna get nothing. So, it's just hope. Hope tripping? Would they call that hope tripping? Like guilt tripping? Hope tripping? Oh, you hope to get a gift? You hope I'm gonna give you something? That's like hope tripping. They trying to take a shortcut. Yeah, I subscribed to this guy the other day. He said when he reaches 100,000 subscribers, he's going to give away $10,000 to a lucky fan. But you got to subscribe to his Twitch and his Instagram. Send him a message on Instagram. Do all three. YouTube, subscribe. Twitch, subscribe, whatever. And send him a message on Instagram. And I looked at his subs, his subscription count. He had 20,000 subscribers, and it was not until 100,000 that he was going to give away 10,000. And I'm like, this is the lottery. Like, this is the lottery. But he was he was going to teach folks how to sell online, because he said that he sold envelopes, but he buys them from China and then he sells them to Americans for like way more than what he buys them from China, which is that's basically what Walmart does. They buy through China, they auction them, get it the price to be really low, and then they sell it to Americans at who knows how much of a profit. But that's like, you know, that's a get rich quick scheme. It's price gouging. Well, yeah, gotta be greedy, I guess. Can't 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 feel guilty about ripping grandmas off on the good deal that you got. Because he said he was selling to grandmas. I mean, I'm happy for him and everything. If you got it, go for it. Hope tripping. Yeah. They be hope tripping on here. Like Mr. Beast. Alright, you guys. Everybody, if you can fit in this square for 24 hours, I'm gonna give somebody $1 million. Then you got folks like pushing for the middle of the square or whatever. Like, no, it was cool though when he went to the car lot and he was like buying a car or a truck for like whoever was coming to the car lot. That one was cool. But it's like he was helping folks that was already gonna buy something. Then you got all them folks asking him, "Can you give me money? Give me $100." And then they'd be making up lies and stories. "Can you give me $1,000? I broke my leg. I got medical bills. Can you give me?" It's ridiculous. YouTube is turning into a game show. Y'all are using game show tactics. That's like game shows we watched. If you want an idea for review, you got some? Yeah. Yeah. That Jack Morgan RLP said he tried to stick to the same, or somebody did, somebody like try to stick to the same, like the same thing you do, like whatever your niche is, like stick to the same thing, because when you switch it up, it doesn't get a lot of views or something. Like I switched it up when I had uploaded that video of the truck and it didn't get views, so that means YouTube didn't push it out to the algorithm to folks that like nitros or like RCs. But I would have to keep trying and keep trying, because like when it was about the dog and it's like always about the dog or the chickens or the cat or whatever, like it worked because it was an animal. But like it seems like when I try to switch it up, the algorithm like is stupid. My peak was a beetle. Yeah, that's when I uploaded a video that came from this camera and it was a good quality. That was this camera that did that, because I used this piece of crap camera. It doesn't work that good. So I think maybe YouTube is prejudiced against poor pixels, like poor video quality. No, not all the time, because like I had uploaded a video about a cheap truck, because I got a cheap board that has an oil leak, and like I did it with this video camera, and it was good quality, and it didn't get any views. It didn't get hardly any views. So you're right. It's like people wanted to see the Black Beetle more, I guess. Digital camera, it helps more. It just takes me longer to upload it. Like a whole day. It took a whole day to upload a 5-minute video. Like, what the fuck? It's because they got me like at my upload speed so low. Why is the download speed so faster than the upload speed? It makes no sense to me. Shouldn't it be like a phone call? Like obviously it's not like a phone call where where y'all can hear each other. I guess I'm just not very good at multitasking. I don't think I'm that good at multitasking. That's why I get frustrated. Like when somebody's watching me work or something, that stuff used to irritate me. So when somebody else was working, I tried not to watch them. Because I could feel their eyes. Phone to server slow. Server to phone fast. Yeah. It's weird. It upload to a server while downloading is from the server to phone. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right about that. That's got something to do with it. But if I had a home business, I wouldn't mind going live. But like at your real life workplace, when it's somebody else's workplace, like I don't think that's a good idea. It's like, hey guys, I'm at work. I'm going live, and then like you see people like they're at their workplace and they're live. It might be cool for some folks that just don't care. Like all these truck drivers going live, all these taxi drivers. I mean, I've seen just about everything. People working at a factory like a Walmart or a shopping center or something. I've seen like the trash truck driver, the trash truck collector, the trash collector, the yeah, but that's about it. You don't see dentists going live. You don't see doctors going live. You don't see lawyers going live while they're at work. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've seen a cop live. That was weird. Yeah, there's cops that go live. That's strange. Server needs to reach the content for copyright violation and many more therefore taking more time. Yeah. So that makes it slow on the processing. Yeah, but this is an SD card, and I have to use the computer. The SD card won't fit in the phone. And I bought laptops, which I don't like because the batteries went dead on them. The batteries get low faster, and then they get malware on there. They start going real slow, and it's like, what is wrong with this thing? Because if I bought if I bought a desktop computer and that thing started going slow, like, I'd be pissed. It's just that malware stuff. The PlayStation 4 has been going strong all this time, and it didn't get filled with the malware making it slow. You see what I'm saying? It's like they want to make the computer slow, so you got to go buy another one. Or they're using, like, I seen one guy, he uploaded he connected a really old desktop computer to the internet, and like he saw that some process started happening on his computer. They was trying to mine some Bitcoin. Like, they was using his processing power to mine Bitcoin, like, right off the bat. It was weird. It was like, yep. So I have to use the computer and the camera, or get a better camera on the phone. And I did get an adapter that's a micro, like I got this like SD card that has an adapter, so I could put the micro SD card, the ones that fit in the phone, like, in that, and then it works as an SD, so then you can put it into the computer. So I did buy that, but I almost want to buy new everything. More SD cards, more micro SDs, more phones, more computers. It sucks. Like, when you try to really become a YouTuber, like, it makes you want to spend like all this money. Like, I gotta get better internet, I gotta get better equipment, I gotta get a microphone, I gotta get Bluetooth, I got that's what happens. So if you just get cheap equipment to begin with, that's where I'm at. You'll be like me. But there is ways to buy stuff that's good used. You just gotta get it used, refurbished off Amazon. Like, I heard that you could get $1,000 iPhone used on Amazon for $200. So it's like, I know these things, I just don't do it. Last time I went to Target, I was asking them for like a debit card, prepaid debit card, and I couldn't find none. They didn't have it. And like, by the time I got out of there, I didn't want to go in the dollar store, because that's usually where I go to get a prepaid debit card. The dollar store or Walmart. Then I didn't want to ask them to get the phone out of the cabinet because I would have to ask the lady for her to unlock the cabinet so I could buy a phone. Then I went to the other Walmart, like that was in Target, and then when I was at the other Walmart another time, I didn't want to ask the people to get the stuff out of the lock case. So the fact that they have stuff behind lock and key, they sell less, and they're trying to stop thievery. But there's folks like me that don't want to bother them. Because I don't like talking. You want to become the best? Yo, what up? Three room podcast. Oh, he just comes in and then he leaves. That's another live streamer. He's pretty cool. It just sucks that he said he had brain cancer. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a headache from that stovetop. That stuff over time could probably cause brain cancer. Like, that carbon buildup is toxic, and like it gives me a headache for a reason because it's toxic. Like one time I was smoking some weed, some really good weed, like it smelled like lemons, and that stuff made me cough so bad like I got a headache. So like and like I would suggest like doing lemon water. Like I'm really big on lemon water because it gets into the brain. Like it cleans your blood. Like everything that you consume, it goes into your bloodstream, and it goes in the brain too. so like so it's got to be something acidic to clean the brain, because you don't want to get plaque buildup from the dementia and Alzheimer's from eating all the meat. So I'm thinking lemon water would be really good, like vinegar. Like lemons clean the blood, they purify the blood. So I really that's my go-to. Because you hear about those people that was in the war and they was at the burn pits, they ended up with brain cancer or some type of cancer. It's like we're breathing in that stuff. So it's got me weary about the legal weed. Like this legal hemp, like I'm really skeptical about it because it has toxins in it that causes stomach pain. And after 15 years of smoking weed, all the weed that I smoked, it didn't do that. Just too many distractions, y'all. If y'all want to do something, you gotta be focused. You gotta stay focused. You gotta have the game plan. It's like when I used to go shopping, I would have to make a list. If I didn't make a list, I would just end up buying something on impulse, or I wouldn't buy anything at all because I would forget. Like, I have to make a list. That's how I used to go shopping. And then when I stopped doing that, and I would just go out, like, I would buy random stuff. And then, like, I would never get the stuff that I said that I needed a long time ago. You see? You see what I'm saying? I had a good phone too. I had a good phone too, and it got hacked, so I threw it away. Stupid ass weirdo. It's like you get around some folks and then they don't even want to be your friend because y'all are friends with the same friends, and then they just a mutual friend, and it's like they just don't even want to deal with you, and they're indifferent. They're just stupid. Hanging around with toxic folks, it doesn't benefit you. Like you could smoke all the weed you want and just like deal with toxic people and it doesn't bother you. But then when one of them does some stupid shit like that, and then you have to throw your fucking phone away, it's like, why was I even hanging out with them? It was just because that woman liked me. She was giving me attention and not them or him or whatever, you know. It's like people that play video games that get jealous over a woman, it's so stupid. That's why I don't even want to talk to a gamer girl anymore. There's always some jealous weirdo that's like lurking around like, hey, hi, you give me attention, I appreciate it. And then when somebody else comes along, they're like, who the fuck is this? Or let me just mute him. Fuck this guy. Fucking boot him offline. There's some toxic people out there for real. They're just losers. They're just unhappy in their life. They're just never gonna learn. They're just unhappy with something. Like maybe they're unhappy with their looks or their family or their circumstances, like whatever. But shit like that happens. They don't protect us, they expect us to protect ourselves. YouTube don't protect me. YouTube don't protect you. PlayStation don't protect nobody. Probably Xbox, the same thing. It's like that on PC. Like it's everywhere. Facebook. So it's like if I actually cared about myself, if I had a lot of money, I would not be on YouTube. I wouldn't be on social media. These folks are risking it all. They're risking it all. Because all it takes is one stupid, crazy person. I'm telling you, they don't protect us. You gotta protect yourself. They say that VPNs work, but then I heard people say it don't work. You know, virtual private network. It's always something. I just don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. We're supposed to have privacy, though. Americans are supposed to have privacy. It's one of our rights. It's just because big tech hasn't been regulated since the 80s. That's what I heard. So they haven't passed any bills against them to regulate them to protect us. And then our information is just being sold by like the DMV or whatever. Like it gets leaked out. Like the big companies are like, it's the third party BS. It's the third party bullshit. And then so that's why you see big tech giving the politicians so much donation money. So they don't put any bills against them. They used they used to call it a bribe, and like they made it legal, and now it's called lobbying. It's called lobbying. That's what I heard. It used to be illegal. They made it legal, and then they started getting rich. But yet we're the ones left to fend for ourselves, the little people. The country of freedom, yeah. Might as well just... Might as well. Might as well, yo, watch me pee. Watch me pee. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my phone. I'm gonna put it on... For real. Yeah, like one woman told me that one time. She was like, she was like, Joey don't give a fuck. Joey don't care if you know what I'm saying? America, we got some catching up to do. I don't know. I think it's too late. They ain't ever gonna change it. So, as long as they don't take our guns away, we ought to be alright, because, that's how you protect yourself. But for real, the whole thing is just out in the open for everybody. Literally everybody. That's why folks don't even want to be a YouTuber. So sad. I talked to one of my friends the other day. He told me he don't want nothing to do with it. You get big enough as a YouTuber, and then somebody gonna throw a hit piece out on you and make you look bad. And for what? So they can get views? Grifting on some other popular YouTuber? It's terrible. It's terrible. That's really the way people think. So either he's smart or I'm stupid. And the way I'm thinking, he is smart, because he already done... I don't know. No, I'm not stupid. Because it sounds like I've been with way more women than he has. But at least he has a job, and at least he takes care of himself. But I make it sound a lot worse than what it is. Yeah, I make it sound much worse than what it is. I'm just trying to tell it like it is. No, it's just everybody has their powers and their weaknesses. And it's because, I just went through the wrong relationships. The wrong relationships fucked me up. And so for him, my friend that's like, don't want a relationship, I think that's what the reason why he don't want it. Because he's only like 26. By the time I was 26, I was burnt out. And it sounded like he ain't even had a love. I had already been in love 3 times. No, but I just brain dump though. Like I brain dump and I help folks out. Like if they want to talk about some stuff, I'll talk about it, and then like I'll keep going on and on and on until they get the bigger picture, and then fine. Oh, I gotta take a leak. Right about now, it's time to have some fun. Man, what sucks about my spirit is that I haven't had enough fun. But that's what I love about my spirit. I have like I like to have fun. I have a party boy mentality, persona. Why is it showing that you have to create a channel to chat? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Wait. One subscriber told me that she couldn't talk to me on my live chat anymore. And I figured that she just never made like another like why would it do that? And then like I don't know. Oh. Yeah. Like I was wondering why she didn't make another account and be like, well, I still can't chat on your live stream. I don't know. Yeah, but like I'm almost about to be 40 years old, and like I was just, I'm just about tired of people's BS. Like I'm just not going to let it hold me back anymore. Like I'm just going to express myself the way I feel. My mama died when she was 46, and it fucked me up. And time goes by too fast. And I'm pissed off about it. Human life is really short, and it's irritating me. So that's why you see me over here doing meditations and stuff like this. And then talking about love, people need love. And that like, the YouTubers are just getting harassed by like all these teenagers and mentally ill people and handicapped folks that are unhappy in their life, depressed. And it's so hard to come out of that bitter state of mind when you're just bitter and resentful of the world. Because what? Because your mama died? Because your family's poor? Because you tried to get a job and you couldn't, so you gave up? And you have to try again, but you don't? Because you're just a lazy fuck. You're just a coward. Cowardice. Laziness. They got us brainwashed thinking that we was... You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're not slaves. I'm not a slave. You don't have to be a slave to the system. You don't have to go do a 30-year mortgage. Just learn something. You don't have to get the 7-year car payments and pay full coverage for like 7 years straight and then be complaining about you don't have any money. I'm sorry. It happened to me. That's why I drive the speed limit. I don't speed anymore because I got so many speeding tickets. It made my insurance go up. And then you see folks on there pranking people in public and like you don't even know what people's been through, if they're gonna go off on you or not. And folks are nuts. They're crazy. fucking speeding tickets, man. I get passed by folks all the time. I'm driving the speed limit. They want to come around me and I just... Go ahead. Then cops come up and they're riding my ass. Man, I'm not gonna go faster just because y'all creeping up on me like that. Let me go ahead and make a left turn or a right turn. I don't know. Then I seen a live streamer the other day. She got hit by a cop that did a U-turn and hit her head on. Fucker didn't know how to drive. Then he blamed it on the lights. It's like the big trucks need their own lane, the cops need their own lane, the ambulances need their own lane. No, everybody's trying to drive doing this shit. Fucking zigzagging. That's why there's so many car wrecks. The roads ain't wide enough. Then if it was too wide and they did have their own lane, folks would be cheating and driving in that lane. Yeah. Like, I get it from my mama. My mama was a really beautiful person. And, like, I probably loved her more than anybody, so that's why it really hurt me when she died. And, like, I noticed that I started, like, aging really fast after she died. And, like, I started getting gray hairs, and then, like, I started smoking cigarettes a lot, which caused skin damage. My hair started thinning. Like, I grew my hair out. Like, my hair started thinning, and then so I shaved my head. And then I realized, well, yeah, it's probably from not washing my head enough. So I started shaving my head more and then doing the comb. It's because I wasn't using a comb. I was using a brush that had rubber tips on it. Like, the plastic, this is what I should have been using. Because the folks that be going bald, like, some of it got to do with the dirt and the grime, the scum in their, like, on their head. Because when I shave my head and then I go like this, it's like a bunch of scum, a bunch of gunk. Yeah, I'm 38. Like, I laid down in the sun and got some sun. And, like, I did it for, like, too long, and it damaged my skin. Like, I noticed that, like, I'm white, so I don't need that much sun. Like, I get sunburned. I didn't think I would get sunburned so easy, but I did. Because I'm part white. But I can get a tan, though. But it's just, you know, like getting so much sun on your face, it causes wrinkles. They showed a picture of a truck driver that was like driving and the sun was just always hitting right here. And like one side of his face was all wrinkly and the other side was fine. That sun damage real. Then folks got to watch what they eat. If they just eat deep fried food all the time, they're going to get older faster. It causes oxidation. You know, like when stuff, like when rust oxidizes, like when steel or metal like oxidizes, it turns into rust and it gets all rusty. They say that the vegetable oil causes inflammation and oxidation and could be contributing to cancer. It's that cooked vegetable oil that's like motor oil. So what I started doing, I started using olive oil, coconut oil, and I'm interested in like avocado oil. What else? Something else. Yep, a lot of these doctors on YouTube are talking about it. So, you know, I love fruit. I love fruit, I love vegetables. I put it in the blender and I blend it up and I drink it. But I still eat the fast food though. I stopped cooking fish with vegetable oil. Like I stopped deep frying it and I started just cooking it in the oven, like with some butter on it or whatever. But stress makes you older faster. Like even just stressing out. Like being angry all the time, that'll make you older faster. So yeah, that's why I used to get bullied a lot, because I was good looking. And it just irritated the hell out of me. And then like the older I got, the more I started thinking that it was a curse. Or that there's just a lot of ugly folks. And why? Why is there so many ugly people? I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Like good folks, they get picked on so much by these ugly folks. What is it? It's like, oh, look, a good-looking man. He's gay. You see what I'm saying? Discrimination. Stereotyping folks. And like some of us, we hold it all in, and like when we want to vent and we vent like that, especially on like social media or something, it just all comes out. And then some folks will be like, well, I wish I could be pretty or good looking or beautiful. They think they're ugly. Well, I'm just saying. It's like the ugly folks don't even get messed with. So I feel sorry for a bunch of beautiful women, you know. They go through hell. They really do. They're brave. They're very brave to be a YouTuber. Or maybe they don't know. They're gonna get burnt out one day. Yes, I make vlog, music, and game content. Yeah. Like, I want to go back to the music. Sometimes I was, like, thinking about making a music video with the T-Max. With the RC, make a music video. Like, I made a music video with a video game, Gran Turismo, and it didn't get a lot of views. So that's what had me thinking. I'm like, what the hell? I guess ugly people get made fun of. Yeah, you're right. Like early on in age, and then when they grow up, they throw it back at everybody else. Yeah, it's resentment. Their resentment builds up earlier, faster. You're right. I can see that. But good people don't mess with folks, so I know that there's good people. It don't matter if you're good looking or ugly or whatever. I don't judge folks until I receive their personality, or I know that it's them, the one that's talking behind my back. Like, that was you, wasn't it? I don't even want to talk to this dude no more. That's why it's hard sometimes going back to your old jobs, because you think that those people are still there, but they're probably not even there. That's what happens to folks. They get bullied at work and they don't want to go back to work. So it's a toxic environment. Who created that toxic environment? Who let it spiral out of control? It must be the boss man's fault. Villains are not born, they are made by the society. Sometimes. Sometimes they're genetically predisposed to be a rude, violent person. Everybody was nice to them. Yeah, probably. I think it's like that rooster out there that, like, there was the good chickens, then there was the bad chickens, and the bad chickens, they look like wild chickens, like the Mexican fighting chickens or something. And then the good chickens, they had feathers on their feet, and they had like two thumbs. And they're really nice. They're really nice chickens. But the bad roosters, they're just stupid. It's stupidity. I don't have the chat filter on. YouTube must be censoring folks. Oh. Well, it's supposed to be on live chat. That's what I'm saying. Like, folks call good-looking men gay, and that shit's annoying as hell. When it's either a fantasy that they have, or it's something that they don't like. It's like, there's not gay. Like, the gay people are the ones that choose only that sex. The bisexual people swing both ways. Then there's the people that don't want to do it at all ever. They think they're going to go to hell, or they think it's disgusting. So it's like when you ask somebody if they're gay, like, can you be more specific? Because that's just trying to stereotype somebody into one giant category that doesn't fit. Because I prefer women. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like catch me on a good day. Some days I'm in the mood, some days I'm not. It's like you're probably disgusting. You probably suck at having sex, and you probably never even experienced anything. It's like folks are stupid. Some folks are cool though. But how am I supposed to know what kind of person you are from a text message, you know what I'm saying? Or just like, y'all are teenagers. It's like, why? Why? Because they basically call everybody that's good looking that's a man on YouTube gay. It's the same shit in real life. Like, it's just monkey see, monkey do type stuff. And it's irritating. That's what makes folks not even want to be gay. Because of the embarrassment. Folks are too embarrassed to be bisexual. They don't even want to go over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I got this woman. She really wants me to fulfill her fantasy. She wants me to be gay. But it's not gay. It's bisexual. Are you gonna fulfill your woman's fantasy? Or are you just gonna mock folks or have to deal with folks all your life until you're old, wrinkly, and deranged? It's like, join a swingers club. Join a swingers club, then you can be like them rich folks that have orgies. You know, it's called an orgy. It's called sharing your woman, and like nowadays they call it cuck. They want you to be cuckold. Like, watch your woman get banged by another dude. Like, whatever. People are just ignorant. That's why like I became a monk. Like, I basically became a monk. I didn't have sex with nobody. I didn't have sex with myself. I didn't, like, I have to masturbate sometimes. I don't want prostate cancer. Like, I'm gonna sit here and just be sexy by myself and just waste my good looks on nothing, just stay fucking single forever. I'm tired of the jealousy. I'm tired of women's jealousy. I'm tired of men's hatred and bigotry. And then it's like, thank God I'm in America. Some of them other countries, they can't even be gay. They can't. They'll cut their head off, they'll choke them, whatever. They're in jail. Can't even be gay. So you might as well represent. You might as well represent American values, because we're the best country in the world. America's the best country in the world. They can't even be gay in Russia. They can't even be gay in the Middle East. They can't even be gay in China. Them countries must suck. The Europeans were always the cool ones. Them's was the ones that was always cool with it. The Africans ain't cool with it. Some of them are. But a lot of them ain't. Haven't y'all seen all the gay folks getting beat up and slaughtered? Why in the fuck would you want to say that you're gay? Because this is America. It's okay for Americans to be gay. It used to be illegal, now it ain't no more. So now everybody's asking everybody, are you gay? It's a free fucking country. Maybe I should say I am. You know what I'm saying? It's just retardation. Like, it's just like trying to stereotype folks. Like, I don't even want to know nothing about you. I don't want to know if you're gay, what you done did in your life, who you talk to, where you live at. None of that. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. But it's just so fucking irritating when somebody want to ask you a personal question, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you're not that kind of person that bothers folks like that. Like, I'll just make the assumption in my mind without saying anything. Like I literally went to the gas station. There was this woman behind the gas station that I ended up having sex with. But the first thing she fucking asked me is like, "Are you gay?" It's like, oh, here we go again. No, what's your name? What's your number? Called her later, get her to come over. uh, yep. You are Indian? I think Indians are cool with it. The Hindus. But the Middle Easterns aren't. They got their Islam. It's like a lot of the Christians don't like it either. But there was older religions, like in Europe, they had gay gods. Like there was some gods from Greece. They had gay gods. And some of the Hindu gods had double sexuality, yeah. You only hate the pronouns? Yeah, like, I really don't care if people are gay. Like, it's so annoying that the first thing they say is like, "Hi, I'm gay. I'm with so-and-so," and blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, can't y'all just keep that to yourself? uh... Maybe that's why I don't like going out anymore, because everybody was trying to have sex with me. They either trying to have sex with me and party, or they're jealous that we're having a good time and their woman likes us. It's so annoying. It gets old after a while. It's all that insecurity and ignorance causes all that shit. Now they got all them transgenders. It's just weird. Yo, what up, Susbox? I'm over here getting interrogated by teenagers. This is what it's like being on YouTube, y'all. It's like you don't know if they're young or if they're old or if they're lying or if they're catfish or if they're what. They're gonna ask you if you're gay, if you're rich, if you're poor, where do you live? Like, they're gonna ask you everything. And then you have to be ready for it. If you're not ready for it, it's gonna be irritating. Or if, like, it just... Good luck. Good luck. It's like, if I was gay, like, I'd have a boyfriend. Like, I hate that I have to say that stuff. Like, to fake friends, like, to friends. Like, it's like, y'all were cool with it when we was younger, then we grew up, and y'all just, it's like y'all are waiting, it's like, what, y'all just, like, y'all want people to say it so much. Then if you break up with your girlfriend, she'll be calling you gay after y'all break up. And then she'll be having folks think that you're gay because you broke up with her. You cannot even memorize all the gender. I don't get it. People just look at you because they like you. If people's looking at you a lot, it's because they like you. Or you're interesting to look at. You look different. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, religious people are taught not to be gay. It's a sin. So that's why, like, a lot of folks don't like it. But some religions, like I said, are cool with it. Like, a lot of folks don't like Christianity anymore because of the patriarchy. And women have rights now, so it makes no sense. Women have had rights since 1965. They don't have to listen to the man tell them what to do. But some women like to be in a relationship like that. They want to be subservient. Because it's like hunter-gatherer relationship. Men hunt, women gather. But it's like, don't be so jealous of your woman and mistreat her because of your jealousy. Like, let folks get some fresh air. I don't know. I don't even know what LGBTQ plus T stands for. They're adding so much shit in it that folks are not going to be okay with gay stuff. Like, that's my theory. They just want to, like, embarrass the hell out of gay people. Or bisexual people. Because most people are bisexual. Like, the coolest people can be. They're not like that all the time. They don't want to be gay all the time. It's just, it depends on the mood they're in and who they're around. I'm not gonna have sex with everybody. It's like people get it twisted. Once they start talking about sexual deviancy, they think it's like, ugh, or like all the time. It's like, everybody don't turn me on like that. I'm sorry. You could have STDs or something. It's complicated. It's not easy. Well, they say that it's like a global cataclysm like every 14,000 years or something. But if you just look at the animals and how like evolution has played a part, they're not extinct. But the big ones did go extinct like 12 or 14,000 years ago. But they had to have been here for a really long time to become the way that they was. Like the saber-toothed tiger, the woolly mammoth. It's like America got hit, basically. And the animals in Africa were okay. So there might be, well, they say there's a Mexican book in the British Museum about the flood with the top of Hawaii that used to be Lemuria, and like millions of people drowned or whatever. Something. I don't know. It just sounds, it sounds believable. But they say that when the Europeans came to Mexico and they brought their religion, they burned all the books from like the Mayan priests and stuff. Like, they burned their books, like they got rid of their history. And some of the priests killed themselves. So it's like, you get on the internet, then you start learning about different religions, and you realize, oh shit, it's about control. It's like what Jordan Peterson says. It's like we're monsters, and like he considers us monsters. Like he's a psychiatrist or a therapist or whatever. And Joe Rogan was like, why do you call us monsters? Well, because like that's what religion, like that's the purpose that religion serves, to, you know, tame people and civilize them so they're not monsters. But it's just messed up that some of these religions create monsters out of people, thinking that other people are demons or they're evil or whatever when they're not. So it goes both ways. Yeah, one of the last instances that my mama had in the church before she died, she went to this other church and they ended up calling her a whore when she's not. She was married for like 21 years, and before that, she was married for like 9 years. She never experienced what it was like to be a single parent or just be single by herself and support herself. She told me that when she was younger, she was wondering if she was gay, because I told her about it, like I brought it up. I'm like, she used to call my stepdad gay, or she said that her mama was saying that he was. This shit's crazy, y'all. It's like, folks be keeping it a secret. That's why they say folks are in the closet. That's why they say, oh, you came out of the closet, because they consider everybody has a closet and they're all in the closet. You're just afraid to admit it, or you don't want to, you don't want to be judged like that. Like, you think it's gross. What are we having? Sex education today? Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess it's come to that. Because I get tired of folks asking me if I'm gay. Or calling me gay. I guess y'all need to be sexually educated, or y'all just prejudiced. Y'all want to hear some stuff I never... It's like, And then you got everybody else's religions and stuff. It's like them Jews that don't want to eat pork. And then they're all circumcised. What is that, a sacrifice? Y'all the ones spreading that circumcision came out of Egypt. Nah, but they say some of the natives were practicing circumcision too, and even in Asia. Like, why are y'all cutting y'all's pee-pee for? Y'all cutting babies' pee-pee, making them cry? Why are y'all doing that for? And then people say, oh, it's cleaner. Those are the ignorant folks. Like, you could literally just fucking spit in your hand and wash your own dick. That's why, I think some of y'all are just angry because y'all are circumcised. Like, I think it makes folks angry. They be having sex angry. They can't experience what it really feels like. It's messed up. It's messed up, man. And then I seen this African dude in Africa. His friend talked him into going and getting circumcised. He was like a grown man. Didn't I see that on CNN or something? God. Your foreskin is protection. And if in God, why don't they keep themselves the way God made them? Why those religious people circumcising, they say that it's a sacrifice. They're sacrificing their own sexual pleasure. They don't want you to feel good when you're having sex. Don't you get it? Then you got Americans circumcising their kids so they can be like their daddy. They're not even religious anymore. It happened with my little bro. I saw the plastic around his pee-pee when he was a baby. I had to change that dude's diapers. Y'all are victims to society. Just like how them people in them other countries are victims to their society. Who knows, maybe if this guy plays Bedrock Minecraft, he can collab as well. That was the best part about Minecraft, going to the Bedrock and mining. Yeah, I loved it. back in the day on PS3. Then I got on PS4, I didn't like it so much. I don't know. But this woman, she took me for a ride on her horse. Yeah, smart people become depressed. Life is about battling your depression. The weak people kill themselves. I'll never kill myself on purpose like my little brother did. He was beautiful and he was weak. He was a crybaby. Crybabies are easy to kill themselves. I'm depressed. I'm oppressed. I'm not depressed, I'm oppressed. I have to go out and get it for myself. Because if I don't, I keep feeling depressed or oppressed. It's something that I already know. And when you're doing something right, that's good for yourself, it's just gonna like, you're going to see the narcissist, like the narcissism, like it's going to like irritate a lot of people. Like what they say about when you do what's right for yourself, it's gonna piss a lot of people off. That's true. You're gonna have to deal with a lot of bullshit when you're doing what's right for yourself. So it's either that or sit in your, like it's either that or you wallow in your misery. Wallow it. Like I've been wallowing in my sorrow. And I'm tired of it. I don't expect nobody to feel sorry for me. I don't expect nobody to donate no money to me. But if I don't feel good, the frustration is gonna come out. Like I said, I have a headache. That's why like I listen to music. Because if I don't listen to music, the irritation comes out. That's why like I keep saying that all y'all need is love. Like I need love. Folks are just unhappy in their lives because they don't have love. So don't lower your standards and date the wrong people, because if you do that, you're going to get burnt out, like I did. You go through toxic relationships, it's going to burn you out. Then you see these older women and they're like, oh, I hate men, blah, 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 blah. Can't find a good man. It's the same shit for men. It's the same shit. Men go through toxic relationships as well because they cared too much or because they didn't care enough. But like you can't let that affect you. Like don't get married. Like getting married fucked me up. But by that time I was just like so tired of dealing with going to court. Like every time I went to jail, like I got out of jail and then I had to go to court. Like I had to pay my fines, I had to pay my speeding tickets, like all that stuff. It just wore me out. So by the time that I needed to go take my divorce papers back, I was like, man, and then 1 year turned into 2, and 2 years turns into 3, and then it's like, I need a girlfriend. It doesn't even matter. It was just a simple divorce anyways. She wanted me to get her pregnant and I didn't want to because I knew she wasn't the right one. I didn't want to be with her anymore. Because I took somebody's advice. If you date an ugly one, she'll stay with you. That's bullshit. You're not going to be happy with her. And then you see a lot of these beautiful women and they're with the ugly dude for what? Because they have money? Because they feel security? Well, they don't really care about that stuff. But if they do break up and it's because she wasn't happy in the bedroom, obviously that's what it is. Yeah, I just didn't take the divorce papers back, so like, it doesn't even matter. But I should take them back. I was thinking about like asking my cousin to go with me because for some reason I don't want to go by myself. And it makes no sense. Like, if you put something off, it's like when people don't want to go to the dentist. They don't want to go to the dentist to get their teeth worked on. They keep putting it off, and then their tooth breaks. Then if they really still don't want to go to the dentist, they pull it with pliers. No, I just saw that I had an opportunity to say no, so I just said no. I didn't care. But I knew that if I didn't pay off my tickets and pay off my fines when I went to jail and stuff, like, you have to pay that stuff off, or they issue a bench warrant. Then the next time you get in trouble, you'll have a bench warrant for your arrest. If you like, even if you get pulled over, then they're really gonna take you to jail. It's like I knew that, so that's how come I paid that stuff off. I was just so fed up that I knew I'm never gonna get married again. I don't want to get married anymore. I just did it to make my mama happy from going to my little bro's funeral. Like, I had the opportunity because I brainwashed myself into thinking that I was gonna get a wife. Like, after my stepbro died. And the next year after the funeral, like, I had an opportunity to get the family back together, and I was like, oh yeah, great idea. And then my mama told me at the wedding, she was like, don't sign it, don't sign it. And then she was like, the next day, tomorrow, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna regret it. And sure enough, she was right. I sure did. And then my mama died like 5 years later. Like, I remember telling my wife, like I feel like something bad, like something's not right, or something's gonna happen. And that was probably like when my mama was like finding out she had a bad liver or something. And she ended up calling me and told me that she had a bad liver. She got some bad news. And like, I didn't want to learn. Like, I didn't want to hear it. Like, I'm like, no, you're fine. Just stop drinking. And I was right. Like, her husband divorced her because she wouldn't stop drinking and running that mouth. You know, because when people get on alcohol, they start talking and they don't shut up. It's okay. It's alright. I got over it. But I'm not gonna let it go. Like I bring it up because I want folks to know the truth. It upsets me that my country didn't let us have weed. And people was drinking alcohol because they couldn't have weed. Then after my mama dies, they finally legalized weed, and it's fucking toxic. It's making my stomach hurt. Pisses me off. That's probably what helped my little bro kill himself, because he was getting in trouble with drugs. He went to jail, and then he got out of jail, and he was probably having an argument with his girlfriend. She probably cheated on him or something, because I had a dream about it before he died. And in my dream, it was like there was a party and we was around friends, and then somebody was getting jealous about an ex-boyfriend, and then we was at the gas station, and then somebody tried to like run over my leg, so I jumped up, got out of the way, like against the store, and then like I was talking to this cop, and this cop was showing me this little box, and it had a person in it. It was a little box with a person in it. And then that was it. And then when I had to go to the funeral, I had to talk to my little bro's girlfriend because my stepdad wanted me to go talk to him. And so we sat and smoked a joint, and she told me they had an argument about money, and she didn't know that he was gonna kill himself. He was like on the bed, he choked himself with the belt. I just know that he had asked his daddy for some money, and because my mama said that he called and asked for some money, and then my stepdad said no. Like, I don't know how much money he needed. But he was bad. He robbed the place where he was working at, and that's why they moved, and they took a train to go where she was living at, like her family's people in another state. So if he wasn't so stupid to steal, then he wouldn't have then he wouldn't have ever got in trouble in the first place. I'm just saying, like, you can't care too much in life. If you care too much about people and then they die, like, it's gonna mess you up. So you have to care less, so you can keep doing your things and not worry about what anybody thinks. Don't worry about what nobody thinks, so you can, you know, like I could care less. That's how come people say that. Like, it's just stupid. But I remember these things, and sometimes they come back in my mind, and like, just being on YouTube, it doesn't help because I can't hear you. Like, you're only a little message. Yes, I've been to jail. Like after high school, I went to jail like every year for like 5 years straight. Like off and on. I think I didn't go to jail when I was 18, but I went to jail when I was 19. And it's because I was speeding, and then I wouldn't have been speeding if the girl in the Camaro wasn't messing with me and trying to, like, I was just trying to pass her, and she was going too fast. Like, she knew me, and she was messing with me. But by the time I got around her, like, god dang, I'm going like 80 miles an hour, 75. And then here comes a cop. And I didn't want that speeding ticket, and they searched and found a little bit of weed. Like, I should have threw my weed out, but I just had a little bit of weed. They took me to jail for that. It started about the weed, and then that's why I started drinking alcohol. Then I would go to jail because of alcohol. So it's like messed up. It's like so messed up because that's why people are drinking alcohol, because they're scared to go to jail for the weed, when they would be better off with the weed and not the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like it though, and I understand. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm putting myself out there, because I was tired of being alone and depressed and feeling like I was stuck. I guess I was stuck like my mama was. But at least I don't do alcohol anymore. It's just the women and family. When you lose when you lose loves and your family dies, it's going to it's going to mess with your head. That's why I don't like funerals anymore. That's why I play video games, so I can feel better. When somebody's asking me like personal things, that's when it starts affecting me. And I'll just go ahead and say it, go ahead and release my emotions, and I'll feel better. But I have a lot of frustration built up with society. It's like when people are bullied so much, they hear they hear the opposition's voices in their mind, and that's why they become unhappy people. You have to learn how to block all that out and just focus on the positivity of things, because then you won't be so defensive and so ready to fight. And that's what makes folks come off as crazy, when it's really they just been bullied so much. Yeah. Well, like, it's easier just to burn the body, like when you do cremation, but like so you don't have to go to the gravestone. But for some reason they wanted to buy a grave place to put the ashes of my little bro in, when he was just cremated, and it could have been just in little vases. And then, like with my mom, like they wanted to make it where she was full of embalming fluid, like she was like it was an open casket, and I didn't like that. But they was happy about it. Well, I just something you just have to go through. Like, I wasn't complaining at all. I handled it like a boss. I handled it like a man, and I didn't give anybody no shit. But like talking to random strangers or something, like like I come off as frustrated and depressed and stuff because I'm venting. It's good to talk about it. It's just you get tired of talking about it. If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it. But I'm just saying it so maybe y'all could help. So maybe y'all could, uh, you just kind of let people know what you've been through, so they could maybe make better decisions in their life or whatever. Yo, thanks for the positivity, you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, money would make me happy, honestly, because I know where to put my money at. And it's like any other judgmental person would be like, you need to get a fucking job. I know. Obviously, that's the best answer. That's the easiest thing. But, like, Like, I want a girlfriend first before I get a job. It's stupid, right? Like, I have a mental block. When I was about to get married, like, I was happy to go get a job because I had a woman. But it's like, when I have no woman, I don't care. Some people are just weak like that. I think it's one of my weaknesses. I damn sure didn't like getting depressed whenever my girlfriend broke up with me. One of them. She made me depressed. I was depressed for like 2 years. A year. Even though I was having steady girlfriends, I was like, alright, that's it. That was back on the MySpace days. I had like 15 girlfriends that year. But when I wrecked my car, that fucked me up, and then I didn't have a ride, and like I needed help. What do you plan to post on this channel? Um, Sometimes I think about deleting all my live streams. Uh, like sometimes I'll be talking about going to a party and then making a vlog, like a rave. Um, Sometimes I talk about and I'm debating like if I go to work and then I post vlogs while I'm at work. And then like lately I've been kind of thinking about when I get a girlfriend, like am I gonna go live with my girlfriend, or like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not gonna, like, I don't know. But basically, when 2022 happened, the war with Russia and Ukraine, I figured, well, I'm gonna go on here and I'm just gonna be myself. The world needs love. And I'm not afraid to talk about the bad stuff I've been through, and I'm not afraid to talk about my interests and what I like. It's just hard to do that when you're younger. Like, I didn't grow up with the internet. And I think that some of these young folks that are trying to be a YouTuber when they're young, like, I wasn't like that. Like, I could have been trying to be a YouTuber since 2008, but I didn't want to. Like, I just wanted to enjoy my peace because I felt like it was trouble. And then now, after like 15 years, it is a lot of trouble and everybody knows about it. Everybody already knows that social media is a bunch of trouble with a bunch of troublemakers on there. And everybody want to judge each other over some stupid shit just because they're different. Just because they have some separate opinion, some different opinion or whatever, or they said something stupid or whatever. People get stuck in a little bubble. Like, they get stuck in a little bubble of positivity and they think that everything's okay. But when they get really popular and then these other folks are like stealing their content and then like making videos about it to their tribe or their people or whatever, and then they, like, it just creates a bunch of drama. It just creates a bunch of drama. The women get stalkers. That's always happened with women. It's just, it gets worse and worse with the internet. So I kind of understand why folks used to pierce their faces and everything and like make themselves really ugly. It's like, whoa, look at this guy. No, but sometimes, like, I just, like, if it's a good video game, I'll upload a clip. And I don't have good enough internet to stream. It's like, you know what's wrong with you? You need to go outside and touch grass. Certain things just trigger folks. And then once people realize what triggers you, there'll be trolls that are just like troll you just to try to trigger you, and it's retarded. Yo, what's up, dude? Alright, see you later, Aria. It's rude asking folks if they're gay. Later. Yeah, I'm good financially. Thanks. I think that's why, like, there's women on my channel, because I post about my dog. And he's beautiful. We might as well start a podcast, yeah. Yeah, it's not good to get into fights. I've been in fights. Thanks, Dustbox. No, it's just when you ask folks personal questions, they might start having a brainstorm, and then they're gonna be reminiscing or thinking about bad stuff that's happened to them and stuff. Roll over. Sorry for complaining. I'm not really complaining. I was complaining. I was just being honest. I have the right to be honest. I'm in America. Just like that guy over there has the right to shoot his guns. I have no problem with that. And if y'all gay, y'all can be as gay as y'all want. I don't care. It's just folks out there don't like that stuff. Like I said, it's a free country. You gotta respect people's differences. Damn, his tail is huge. Dude, your tail got fat. It's a bug? It's a bug? Come on. Dude, I need to brush you. I need to get a dog brush. Ah, fuck, the bugs are just annoying. Now they're getting on me. There's the 3 Ps. No politics, no religion, no sex. I can't talk about that stuff with y'all. I could imagine if I was a YouTuber like that. I think that's what they say about Canada, in Canada, when you're at work. No politics, no sex, no religion talk. I don't know. When I went to work, there was folks talking about everything. Even my boss man showed me a porno video one time. See y'all later. Go outside and get some sun. You a good boy. Sitting inside too much, it'll make you cray cray. Yep, that's why I listen to music. I find the really good songs. That's why the tribal folks used to get together and play music, huh? Yeah, it's starting to make sense now. All cultures. All cultures play music. All cultures play music. Badass. he's he's loving it. You're in Zen mode? I need a massage. Damn, you dirty. Feels better to be outside. Duh. Duh. I hope your teeth okay. Your teeth okay? That food giving you cavities already? Get back. Get off of me. The sun. The aliens are really far away. If folks understood how lonely we are in the cosmos, they would appreciate Earth a lot more. Nah, it's probably aliens everywhere. Young and dumb.
I was just young and dumb. I didn't follow my instinct. My instinct was to get a trailer house. So basically, I would have been living alone. And now I've been alone without a woman for a long time. And it don't feel good. But I've had my opportunities to bounce back. I just didn't take it. Because alcohol kept getting me in trouble. Make me lose my car or my truck. Now I got PTSD that I gotta live with. How about some lemon water? How about I restart the live stream?